What's up, guys? It's Kamal here, and I'm just hearing my new delve, hearing my delve, following my new minecart. But you know what I love more than this minecart? Knowledge. No, so I'm running my delve today, and I started running delves this morning on stream, and I was like, you know what? Okay, fine, whatever. I'll start actually doing what I've said I was going to do and start delving. So I personally haven't ran the delve too much just because I haven't found it or didn't think it would be too entertaining. After running it for a while, I can see that it actually has some great potential in it, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. What I'd like to talk about today is my plans for the new season coming up, what happens with everything that you've done this season, and, just kind of my plans in general for the future with Path of Exile. So, the first thing, if you enjoy this video, if you want to see more videos like this, please consider liking the video, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment section down below. Leaving a comment in the section down below to, just kind of bullshit, have some general conversations and whatnot. But, yeah, so, the new season. New season should be starting here in around a month, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the things that I've read is there's going to be some changes coming to how melee is going to work. Now, I don't know what these changes are supposed to be, but I know that they should be good. They understand that melee is very underwhelming and requires quite a bit in order to match the equivalency that spellcasting has. Like I had to invest a lot more into gear before my Marauder was able to do the things that this character can do things. This character can do things with less gear than my Marauder can. There we go. Now, granted, my Marauder can do a lot more, but my Marauder also has far, far, far better gear on him. This character is completely self-bound. The other character is not, so there's that. Now, spellcasting, as most people know, it just has much better scaling. The scaling is extremely strong. A lot of the spells are going to be, have either a native area of effect or splash damage, which is great. It's very beneficial. The unfortunate thing unfortunate thing about melee attacks is they don't really have that. Melee attacks don't have quite as many native AoEs or, just area damaging effects. So it's underwhelming a lot of the times, to play melee. That is until you get the right sockets, the right gear. Then it becomes, a lot more fun, a lot more, I don't know, entertaining, I guess you could say, because it does get fun. Melee's fun. It's not that Melee's not fun or that it's bad or anything like that. It's just that spellcasting is a lot stronger. So with next season, they're going to be fixing that, hopefully. They say that they're going to. Brandon Gear Games and all the years I've been following them have been pretty good about that stuff. So I trust that they're going to make these changes and Melee's going to feel a lot better. So, with all that being said, my plans next season are going to be, I want to make a Molten Strike Marauder. So I'll be doing a Molten Strike Marauder as my first build straight out the gate. Now I know that I'm talking about how melee's not in a good place right now, and then I'm saying that next build I'll be using arguably the strongest melee build in the game right now, and it's just going to be even stronger next season. But whatever, don't worry about that. We're gonna do what we want because that's how we do things. So a melee, or not melee. Oh, there we go. Molten Strike Marauder. I'm going to be running a Molten Strike Marauder, and I would actually like to do almost the entirety of my leveling on stream. I'd like to try to get some people together and see what we can do about hopefully running through and leveling up as quickly as possible. You know, I would like to see myself as well as some people in my community, you know, get some. How did you not give me any? I have room for flares, and you did not. I used up my flares by accident, and I was hoping that these would give me more. See that I was mistaken. All right, whatever. I'd like to see myself and my community get some, you know, world first, not world first, server first, league first, season first, whatever, however they stated in this. I think that would be really awesome to do. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to basically live stream, you know, the first 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever I can muster, really. You know, as a lot of you guys know, or may know, I'm a stay-at-home parent, so, you know, it's not too difficult for me to put aside that much time, you know, as long as it's planned. If it's planned and I can get it set up, then it shouldn't be too bad. So I'd like to do some fairly decently long live streams, like I said, leveling with you guys. If hopefully by then, you know, they've done some updates and the game is optimized a little bit better. That way my PlayStation doesn't, you know, drop me out constantly when I'm trying to play with people. That'd be great. But if you know, like I said, if they fix it, if it's fixed by then, if it's running a little bit better, even if it's just slightly better, it should be fine. I'd like to do the live stream to level up with my community. That would be awesome to do. Now that you guys know my plan and what I want to do, everything like that, what happens with everything that you've earned this season as soon as next season starts? Well, it doesn't go away. Not necessarily. So anything that you've earned throughout this season, you'll still obtain all the microtransactions, all the cosmetics, all the stash spaces, everything like that carries over. When you go to... Oh, I do have flares. Never mind, I do have flares. My bad. I was thinking dynamite when I complained earlier. I don't have any dynamite. I have flares. Anyways, whatever. So all the stuff that you've obtained, all the stash space, all that good stuff, that carries over. Now, all the stashes that you have, you're not going to be able to continue to put stuff in those same stash spaces. What it's going to do is it's going to keep those ones that are full of all of your gear, and they're going to be set to a what's called remove only, I guess is not really what it's called, but that's what it says. And on the stash, it will say remove only, which means that, well, you can only remove items from it, which is not bad. I mean, you take the items that you need out, and then any overflow that you have, like let's say you pull out a stack of fusing orbs and you only use 5, well, okay, well then you have 15 that you can throw back in on the new tab that you got. So, like, let's say you have 2 different currency, or you have your currency tab, right? New season starts, you hop into standard, which is where all of your stuff's going to be transferred to. Everything gets transferred over to standard. You log into standard to check your stuff. You go to your stash, you will have 2 currency tabs. One currency tab will be set as remove only, which will be all of the stuff that you've obtained and kept in your currency tab from the last season. Then you will have another currency tab that will be completely empty. That will be the one that you can store stuff into. You can pull everything out of the old currency tab and then it'll go away. It'll disappear as soon as everything's been removed from it. If you don't remove everything from it, it'll just sit there and it'll continue to sit there and store everything. It's not going to go away. That's how you can see on on PC, I have a total of about 10 tabs that are there. but I actually have about 40 tabs because there's a very large amount of them from previous seasons that were just never fully removed. I never removed everything from them, so they never went away. Dang, that's the second 6.
Too much clutter.
Oh no! So yeah, they don't go away. You still get them. You'll still keep them. I gotta move this stuff out of the way so I can pick that up. I want those. I want them jewelers. Don't really care much about anything else in here. Anyways, distractions. So you don't lose everything. It goes into the new tab. The new tab is just going to be a remove only tab. You remove the gear from it, and then you put it in the not remove only tab. Very quick, very easy, very painless. You know, it's... That might be better than what I have on. Getting distracted. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here real quick. I'm gonna finish saying what I need to say to you guys before I carry on. So, I guess TLDR. All of your characters that have been on the current league will get transferred over to standard. All of the gear and all of the stuff that you've obtained throughout this league, you still have. Nothing goes away, nothing disappears, nothing gets taken away from you. Everything carries over to the standard league with your characters. That includes all the stash spaces, all the stash tabs, everything like that. Nothing's been modified, nothing's been changed. Everything stays exactly how it is. It just gets sent over to the standard league. Alright. Okay. Now, all of the tabs that you have will be doubled. The tabs that you have with the gear from the league that you were in that gets sent over to standard, they will be set as remove only, meaning that you cannot put anything in those tabs. You just have to take things out of it. You take the item out of that tab, and then you can place it into another different tab. Those tabs aren't going to disappear. Those tabs aren't going to go away. They won't be taken away from you. You don't have, like, you know, it's not like, hey, you have a week to remove everything and then put them in the different tab. No, it's fine. You can just keep that as a storage tab for that stuff. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, everything gets switched over to standard. When you start the new league, everything will be fresh. And also, all the tabs that you bought will still be there. You still get all the tabs. All the stash tabs, all the cool cosmetics that you've gotten. All that stuff you will still get when the next season starts. You'll still get it. You'll still get everything that you paid for, everything like that. You know, I haven't really seen too many people sweating the idea of potentially losing things when the new league starts. I just figure the easiest way to remedy an illness is to prevent it before it happens. So before the issue arises where people start, you know, saying like, oh shit, well, when this new ladder starts, what happens to all my stuff? This is what happens. It doesn't disappear. It just goes to standard. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider, like I said, liking the video, commenting down in the comment section below, subscribing to the channel. If you want to go that further step, you can consider becoming a patron or donating directly to the PayPal. It's so weird for me to say that. It's a very awkward thing for me to ask you guys to do that, but I've been advised that I should, so there's that. And join the Discord. We've got over 100 people in the Discord. You know, we always have conversations going on about, you know, just trading, builds, showing off different gear that we got, just general conversations. Even Warframe and, you know, just random bullshit. Join the Discord. We got shit for you. I'm out of here, guys. Like I said, if you enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing. That's going to always be the best way to show support.